Airline ranking company Skytrax released its 2023 list of the 20 best airlines in the world. Singapore Airlines came in first, taking the win over 2022's winner, Qatar Airways. Delta Airlines is the only U.S. carrier to make Skytrax's top 20 list. Singapore Airlines has been voted 2023's best airline, taking the prestigious title over the previous 7-time winner, Qatar Airways. Airline ranking company Skytrax releases what it calls an independent and impartial annual list of the top 100 airlines around the world, based on data from an online traveler satisfaction survey. It's an aviation Super Bowl, and this year, as is usually the case, the US was a big letdown. Only one US carrier made the top 20 list: Delta Airlines. Last year, Delta came in at 24 on Skytrax's prestigious list. This year, it's the only US carrier to make the top 20 ranks. Air New Zealand. The national carrier of New Zealand climbed from last year's 30th place into this year's top 20. Air New Zealand flies to Asia, the Americas, several Pacific islands, and its neighbor Australia. British Airways, the national carrier of the UK, operates domestic and international flights to Europe, Asia, Australia, the Americas, the Middle East, and Africa. Qantas Airways. The Australian Airlines ranking on this year's Skytrax's list is a disappointment from its 2022 rank of 5th place. At least it was voted the safest airline in the world this year. The airline operates routes to New Zealand, Europe, the Americas, Asia, and South Africa. Vistara. The India-based airline flies various domestic and international routes in Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. Its ranking in this year's Skytrax list is an improvement from its 20th place ranking in 2022. Fiji Airways. Last year, the national carrier of the Republic of Fiji was ranked 36th in Skytrax's top 100 list. It currently flies to various Pacific islands, Europe, Asia, North America, Australia, and New Zealand. Iberia, Spain's largest airline, flies to almost 140 destinations in Europe, the Americas, Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. It's a big win for the country's national carrier. Like Air New Zealand and Fiji, Iberia didn't make Skytrax's top 20 list last year. Etihad Airways, the national carrier of the United Arab Emirates, operates routes in the Middle East, Asia, Australia, Africa, Europe, and North America. Swiss International Airlines, the national airline of Switzerland, also known as Swiss, flies to the Americas, Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australia. Hainan Airlines, the Haikou, China-based airline, one of the country's largest, has a network of routes in Asia, Europe, and North America. Korean Air, rounding out the top 10 list, Korea's flag carrier flies routes in the US, Europe, Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Its cargo branch, Korea Air Cargo, is also one of the largest in the world. EVA Air, the Taiwanese carrier, which also won Skytrax's World's Best Premium Economy class, operates routes to Australia, Asia, North America, and Europe. Cathay Pacific, the Hong Kong-based carrier, operates routes throughout North America, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia Pacific. The airline also took home Skytrax's World's Best In-Flight Entertainment title. Air France, the national airline of France, operates flights from Paris to cities across Asia, Africa, and the Americas. Turkish Airlines, the Istanbul-based airline, currently serves almost 270 routes around Africa, the Americas, Europe, and Asia. Japan Airlines, the Tokyo-based carrier, squeaked into this year's top 5 best airlines list, while also winning Skytrax's title for World's Best Economy class. The airline flies routes in Latin and North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific. Emirates, the Dubai-based national carrier of the United Arab Emirates, operates a robust list of routes around the world in Africa, Asia, Europe, the Americas, and the Middle East. All Nippon Airways, Japan's All Nippon Airways, ANA, is the country's largest airline with over 130 domestic and international routes. The carrier also scored Skytrax's World's Cleanest Airline award. Qatar Airways. For the first time since 2019, Qatar Airways has fallen from the top spot to 2nd place. However, the Doha-based carrier still won additional awards with titles like World's Best Business Class. Singapore Airlines. Singapore's national carrier has been ranked the world's best airline after coming in 2nd place in last year's Skytrax's survey. This year, Singapore Airlines also came on top for categories like World's Best First Class.